Allow us to reintroduce ourselves.
The Fantasy Football Avengers presents the offseason with Kyle Shanahands, Boulevard, GI-16, Young Krice the Jesus,
and sometimes Garfield, no Nermal.
And now, here's the boys.
We are back. I mean, not back, but we kind of back. So we're trying to get you guys ready to go for the draft this week. So I decided, let me ask Chat GPT. Since this is the craze, all the craze now. Everybody's in love with Chat GPT. I said, let me ask Chat GPT what they think the 32 picks in the first round are going to be. And I said, you know what? Let me not do this alone. Let me bring in a few friends. So today I have...
Your word on my pop ceiling fan. It's your boy Young Krice the Jesus, aka Dolph Niggler.
Hi, I'm only here so I don't get fined. Kyle is talking about taking away my midday snacks.
And it's me, Nermal, the world's cutest kitty cat.
Why him?
Hiya, Garfield.
And without any further ado, we're going to get right into this. So at number 1, they have Tennessee going with Cam Ward. It's a bit of a crazy pick to me. You just picked Will Levis like 2 years ago. You haven't really given him much to work with. But in today's NFL, if you do not have a quarterback, you really don't have a winning team. So if you feel like Cam Ward is that much better than Will Levis, then you take him here. Number 2, Cleveland Browns are going with Travis Hunter. Now, Cleveland is a team that I really feels like they need a quarterback. They need a quarterback. The Deshaun Watson pick has failed. It's failed. And you don't really have anybody else there. They should have took. Well, let me not act like this is for real. This is what happened. But I feel like they should go Shedeur Sanders here. But Travis Hunter's not a bad pick. Number 3, they have the New York Giants going edge, Abdul Carter. Not a bad pick, but you have a log jam at on the defensive line. Like, what are you going to do with Thibodeau? Like, you just drafted Thibodeau. Thibodeau just had an 11-sack season. So rumors are they may trade Thibodeau if Abdul Carter falls to them. So we'll see how that goes. That's going to be a blockbuster trade if that happens.
At pick number 4, Chat GPT has the Patriots going Ashton Genty. Them niggas need to be picking up some O-line help for Drake May before the D linemen be all over him like Tony Busby on a case featuring a black male celebrity. Word to mother, son.
Keep it along. Number 5, Chat GPT has Jacksonville going with Mason Graham. Fire pick. I would love Mason Graham to fall to number 11, but we're going to get to number 11 really quickly. Number 6, they have the Las Vegas Raiders going Shedeur Sanders. Smart pick. If this is the pick, this is a smart pick. Because, I mean, Tom Brady is now part owner of the Raiders. And he was one of the people that was mentoring. He was mentoring Shedeur Sanders. So I can see that being in play. And then you don't have to throw him in right away because you have Geno Smith there. Pete Carroll has always been really good with developing quarterbacks, which is kind of crazy because his background is defense. But he's really good with developing quarterbacks. We see what he's done with Russell Wilson. We've seen he's brought the best out of Geno. So pairing Pairing him with Shador, with Brady there, I feel like good times are coming soon for the Raiders. And I hate it because I don't like the Raiders. Number 7, they have the New York Giants taking Amar Mimbo. Not a bad pick. New York Jets. They have the New York Jets taking Mimbo. It's not a bad pick. Mimbo is one of my top rated tackles on the board. He's not my number 1 rated. My number 1 rated actually goes a couple picks down, but it's a pretty good one. He's another one that I would hope would fall to number 11. But we'll get to that in a minute.
At pick 8, they have the Carolina Panthers taking Jalen Walker out of Georgia. Good pick. Now let's talk about what I'm picking for dinner.
And number 9, they have the Saints going Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart. That's a pretty interesting pick. I personally would not touch Jackson Dart in this first round, but when Derek Carr is your quarterback, you probably have to do something there. I feel like Jackson Dart's going to get somebody fired, but we'll see. Number 10, they have the Chicago Bears going with my top rated offensive tackle on the board, which is Will Campbell. I love Will Campbell's game. I love his attitude towards the game, towards his position. I think Will Campbell's probably the best offensive tackle in this draft. And the Chicago Bears, according to Chat GPT, are making a smart pick. The Bears have been making a lot of smart picks lately. This whole offseason. I don't like it. I like my Bears trash. I don't like my Bears making good picks. Next pick, San Francisco 49ers, my team. They have us selecting Will Johnson, which is abso-fucking-lutely stupid. Why would the 49ers draft a cornerback when we have so many pressing needs on the defensive line? We just paid Diamador Lenore. We just paid him. He's not going in the slot. We're paying him outside cornerback money. Yes, we lost Travarius Ward, but we gained Renardo Green last year. Cornerback is not a pressing need for us. It's not. Free safety is more of a pressing need for us than cornerback. The most pressing needs we have are on the lines, both lines, offense and defense. If line is not a pick, if line is not the pick at number 11, the trenches, if we don't go trenches at number 11, I'm going to be severely disappointed because teams were able to run up and down the field on us last year. Teams were able to get in the backfield and harass Brock Purdy last year. We need to stop teams from harassing our quarterback, and we need to stop teams from running the ball on us, and we need to get other teams' quarterbacks on their ass. So I would be severely disappointed if at number 11 we take a goddamn cornerback.
At pick number 12, Chat GPT has the Dallas Cowboys going with Matthew Golden out of Texas. I kind of like that pick.
Shut up, Nermal. That's a stupid pick, but right up Jerry Jones's alley.
Number 13, they have the Indianapolis Colts going with Tyler Warren. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick at all. Weapons are needed. Weapons are needed in Indianapolis because they don't have a lot. The weapons are needed, so it's not a bad pick. That's not a bad pick. They have a pretty decent offensive line. They have a pretty decent defense. Quarterback is a big ass question mark, but they need weapons. The quarterbacks that they do have there, they need somebody to throw the ball to, and why not give them the best tight end in the draft. Number 14, we have the Miami Dolphins going Jedidiah Barham, cornerback out of Texas. That's a name I have not heard a lot of in the first round of these drafts. And I'm starting to feel like, is that even a real person? Let me look this up. Jedidiah Barham. Barham. Hold up. Yeah, No. They're saying this dude is from. Hold up. They're saying this dude is, well, he's from Texas, but the picture I see of him is in Michigan, unless he went to Michigan and transferred to Texas, because we know that's a thing in college now. No, he was Texas all 5 years. So why is there a picture? It's the internet. But yeah, they have them going with that pick, a cornerback, which I can see them taking a cornerback because they want to get off of that Jalen Ramsey contract. So I could definitely see them going there. Not mad at that. At number 15, we have the Atlanta Falcons going Jihad Campbell. That's a player that I would not mind us getting. I don't think linebacker is definitely a pressing need for us. I don't think it's a first round pressing need for us. Only because I low key believe in D Winters. Low key, like if he can get his head in the game more, because that guy's a heat seeking missile. But if he can get his head in the game more and learn to wrap up, he could be a pretty damn good linebacker next to Fred Warner. But yeah, I like Jihad Campbell.
At pick number 16, we got the Arizona Cardinals trying to protect Kyler Murray with another old lineman that he can't see over. Kelvin Banks out of Texas. Smart pick nonetheless, because you don't want to see your quarterback getting abused like Young Bird.
And at number 17, we have the Cincinnati Bengals going with Michael Williams, edge out of Georgia. Yes, I can see this playing out. I can see Cincinnati making a lot of picks on defense this draft. And if you're going to go defense, hell, why not go Georgia? I mean, we've seen what wonders it's done for Philly, drafting from Georgia. Georgia is the new Alabama, like how the Ravens used to pick players from Alabama on their defense. Georgia is the new defensive hub. So, yeah, I can definitely see that being the pick in Georgia. Number 18, we got the Seattle Seahawks taking Ted McMillan. I can see that happening. I could definitely see that happening. Not sure how I feel about Ted McMillan after him saying that he doesn't watch film, like he's not a football guy. I don't like hearing football guys say that they're not football guys. Those are not the kind of guys I want on my team. Like, I wanted Ted McMillan early in the draft, but when you say I don't watch film, I don't think I want you on my team. But if it works out, it works out. But he's going to be in the NFC West, according to Chat GPT. If you're going to be in the NFC West, better watch some film, my boy. There's some hard hitters over here. 19, we got Green Bay going wide receiver. And they probably picking the best wide receiver on the board for me. Emeka Egbuka. Yeah. He's probably the best wide receiver on the board. from Ohio State. And we all know Ohio State and LSU, they produce great wide receivers. It's not like Green Bay really needs a wide receiver, but I guess they're looking for their number one guy, because they got a lot of good guys down there, but they're looking for their number one guy. They're looking for that go-to guy. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick for a young quarterback. Just got paid. So yeah, I'm not mad at this pick.
At pick 20, they have the Denver Broncos going with running back Omarion. Wait, I thought he was a singer.
That's Omarion Hampton from North Carolina. Jesus.
Oh, great pick.
At number 21, Chat GPT has the Steelers going with Derek Harmon. A pick that I wanted for the 49ers. I want us to trade down to grab Derek Harmon. As the last couple of times we got some defensive tackles from Oregon, they made a hell of a difference on the team. So, hey, Steelers, if this is your draft pick, that's a good one. That's a good one. There's another guy on here that's going in the first round that we're going to talk about really soon. The Chargers at number 22. They got them going with Colston Loveland, the tight end out of Michigan. Don't know how I feel about this pick. Because if you're going to go tight end, there's another tight end that I prefer. It's not him. It's not him. It's not him. I don't know who Colston Loveland is. As far as the tight ends, I don't know where I would rank Colston Loveland. But Colston Loveland is not. If you're gonna go tight end, that's not the wave. That is not the wave. And I kind of hope it falls like that, because looking at the rest of this draft, it doesn't look like another tight end goes in this round, which would be perfect, because that would mean that the guy that I want the 49ers to take would fall to the second round. I'm not saying his name. He's not Joe Hendry. I'm not saying his name. I'm not going to put it out there, because I want him to fall to the second round so the 49ers can grab him. But you know what? Me and GI, we're going to do a 49ers mock draft. So, yeah. Be prepared for that. We're going to do a 49ers mock draft before the draft happens. So, yeah. At number 23, they got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going with Shamar Stewart, edge, out of Texas A&M. It's a lot of controversy behind Shamar that I've been seeing all off season, because people are talking about his lack of production, his lack of sack production, but his activeness as a pass rusher. I've seen some film on Shamar Stewart, and I like what I see. He's active. That's really all you can ask a defensive end to be: active. I can give a damn if the sacks aren't falling, as long as you are pressuring the quarterback to make throws that he doesn't want to make, and you're pressuring him into getting rid of the ball quicker. Like, if you're not putting him on his ass, but you're making him throw errant throws, I'll take that. I will take that, because throwing an errant throw and getting a pick is just as good as getting a sack to me. Because you're attributing to us the offense getting the ball back. You're contributing to the defense get off the field and the offense getting the ball back. So yeah, I will take pressures. Good pressures. I will definitely take those. Hopefully he makes it out of the first round and somehow falls into the second, but it's neither here nor there. But this is another guy coming up that I want the 49ers to go with. So take it away.
After not bringing Von Miller back, the Buffalo Bills keep the good times rolling with Mike Green, according to Chat GPT. Nice pick.
And number 25, the Houston Texans take Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State. Yes, Josh Simmons is hurt. But this is a great pick because Josh Simmons is the fringe. It's a fringe number one guy at offensive tackle. He wasn't my number one guy, but he was a fringe number one. If he were healthy, he would definitely go in the top 5, top 6 picks. Now, if he can come back from this injury and play like he played, then the Houston Texans got him one. They got him one. So yeah, that would be a nice pick, Chat GPT. That would be a nice pick. Number 26 has them goddamn Eagles. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, Chat GPT got this all out of whack because the Eagles should not be picking at number 26. But this is what happens when you ask AI questions. But they have the Eagles going Walter Nolan, defensive tackle out of Mississippi. Walter Nolan is a guy that I've seen go as high as number 11 to the 49ers and as low as number 43 again to the 49ers. We don't know what teams are thinking about when it comes to Walter Nolan, but I severely hope that Walter Nolan slips out of the first round into the 49ers' hands at number 43 because we need all the defensive tackle help that we can get. If we can get Derek Harmon and Walter Nolan with the first and second round picks, we will take that. We will take that. At number 27, Chat GPT got the Kansas City Chiefs going with Ariane Irsay. I can never get this guy's name right. But he's the offensive tackle out of Minnesota. I've done extensive research on this guy. He is a big, immovable object. And I can honestly see the Kansas City Chiefs drafting this guy to protect Patrick Mahomes, especially after the way Mahomes got walloped at the Super Bowl. They're going to want to protect that guy. Y'all ever notice that every time Mahomes gets his ass kicked in the Super Bowl, the Chiefs go out and they just go line crazy? I mean, as you're supposed to. You don't want to see your number one quarterback, the guy who could possibly win you quite a few more Super Bowls. Yeah, you don't want to see him out there getting tag team moves put on him. You don't want to see him getting the Legion of Doom, Doomsday device get put on him while he's back there trying to complete passes. So you don't want to see that. So I could definitely see them reaching for a guy who's supposed to go in the second round, going number one. I can see that.
At pick 28, Chat GPT has the Detroit Lions taking an O-lineman, as if they already don't have the best O-line in the league. They got them taking Tyler 5 times Booker. That's the pick. Word to mother, son.
And at number 29, we got the Washington Commanders going Donovan Ezekaraku, edge from Boston College. I really need to do some research on these names to see if these are real people, because this is another name that I never heard in the first round. And I've done a lot of mock drafts. I've done a lot of research on mocks. This is a name that I didn't hear in the first round. So I need to do some research to make sure these are some real people. Number 30, the Minnesota Vikings are going Nick Emmanuel, safety out of South Carolina. Another name that I have not heard in the first round. They got number 31, the Baltimore Ravens going Malachi Starks, safety out of Georgia. I didn't think Malachi Starks would last to the number 31, 31st pick. I've been seeing him go high in a lot of drafts. Well, not high, but I've seen him go like top 16, top 20. To him to land here at number 31, which would probably be the Kansas City Chiefs pick in real life, unless Chat GPT is trying to tell us something. They're trying to tell us that the Chiefs and the Eagles are going to move up in the draft. I guess that's what they're trying to tell us. But yeah, they got Starks going to the Ravens, which would be a damn good pickup for them. You got Starks playing across from Kyle Hamilton. Yeah, that defensive back core is going to be hard to pass on. And then they got at number 32, the Los Angeles Rams, going with Luther Burden III, wide receiver out of Missouri. I'm not sure the Rams are going to take a wide receiver, but if you are going to take a wide receiver, that's a guy that you would want to take. And with that being said, it's been a lot of mock drafts. It's been a lot of things going on with this offseason. It's been a lot of play on words, a lot of play with character. But the fireworks almost here. We got a couple of days. This is going to be fun. This is my favorite time of the year. The start of free agency and the NFL draft are two of my favorite times of the year because you get to see a lot of people's dreams come true in the NFL draft. And then you get to see what direction your favorite team is going in. The draft is like another Christmas day for us. Free agency is the first Christmas day. The draft is another Christmas day. Start of the season, Christmas day number 3. Playoffs, Christmas day number 4. And if your team just happens to make it to the Super Bowl, that's the biggest Christmas day of them all if they win. Yes, football keeps its fans happy for the most part. So, I'll see you guys again. And then I'll see you on draft night. So for me, Garfield, Young Christ the God, aka whatever his name is this week, and unfortunately Nermal, we're out of here. Peace.
Thank you for watching the Fantasy Football Avengers podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Links in the description.
I just had another date canceled on me. What is it? Is it my fits?
It's me, the big bad booty daddy, the big cropper pump here to take you there, yes. Your fits are the reason you're not laying up in some fat asses right now. Listen, Slim, if you want to get some trim, then you need to listen to him, Freakzilla, the largest arms in the world. If you want to get bitches, then go to the fantasyfootballavengers.com, break off some britches, and get you some t-shirts. We got sweatshirts, we got hoodies, and for all you fat asses, we got 5 and 6X.
Thanks, Big Guapa Pump.
Those freaks are mine. Get your own. And get your gear. FantasyFootballAvengers.com is your hookup. Holla if you hear me.
Get your gear today so you can be fly and not bitches.